Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Survival Colony, which is what I've decided to call this series. Looks like I've had a couple of visitors, or shall I say, local inhabitants of this planet, who have stopped by my base in an attempt to trade with me. And also, I think they're trying to steal my boat. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah. So, between episodes, I've been up to some stuff. I have been working on my base and trying to make it more safe for me and, well, I guess these guys too. I guess it makes it safe for them. Let me show you what I've been up to here. So I've got this little tower going right here. This is just temporary so that I could get up here and get a good view of my base. There's the capsule we built at the end of the last episode, a little lander pod with a parachute. But the big change is I have cleared out a humongous section of my base, and here I'll show you a little bit of a before and after shot. So I've done this for a couple of reasons. One, I was attacked by a witch that was hanging out in the trees here, and I had a quite the lengthy battle trying to kill this witch with only a handful of arrows, and I was kind of trapped down here, and I would sort of run out and attack, and then the witch would start coming at me, throwing potions, and I'd run back down and hide. It was a real back and forth battle, and of course, you know, I'm still rocking the iron gear, as you can see. No diamonds, iron sword, you know, which is okay. It's fine. You can handle quite a bit of stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, the witch was pretty scary, so it kind of prompted me to build a perimeter wall, and I'm trying to make this sort of, you know, continue with the sci-fi theme, but, you know, of course I've got limited resources, and so I'm trying to work with what I have, and I'm kind of imagining this as sort of, you know, the first base camp, you know, our space explorer, colony scout, whoever he is sort of set down here. Done a little clear cutting of the trees, and it's going to kind of set up a base camp here. Got just this little perimeter wall to keep out the alien wildlife. So that's what I've been up to. The other thing I've been up to is a little bit of exploring. Okay, so here we go. I've just done this little temporary setup so I could show you guys some exploring that I've done. This is our base right here on this map, and I think I made this map last episode. I don't remember if I actually made it into the episode, but it did help me kind of find my way around and stuff like that. So the spot where we've been collecting wool is kind of over here, and then this is our landing point, our initial scouting base. That's where we are right now. So I did a little exploring just kind of out this way, and somewhere over here actually wandered off the map and got lost, and found a couple of interesting things. This is all the stuff I got just sort of wandering around. I was killing some sheep and some cows and some chickens, just anything I came across for food and whatnot. But I found a village, and in that village I got a brewing stand. I picked up a beetroot seed and some cauldrons. And then, a little while later, I was wandering around and I found a swamp. And let me cut to a little image here of what I found in the swamp. Yep, that's right, a witch hut. So we will definitely be going back there, because since I'm trying not to go to the Nether until 1.16 comes out, I have a little problem. I have two big problems. One is no access to glowstone, and I think that little witch hut might just be the ticket to get at least some glowstone. So we might be building a witch farm, which is something I have never done. That would be totally new to me, so kind of excited. The other problem with waiting for 116 to go into the nether, and this is a really big problem, is the lack of quartz. And this is something I can't get around. That means any kind of farms I make, any kind of redstone, I don't have observers, I don't have comparators, I don't have daylight sensors. It's bad. Bad news. So anyway, so that was an exploring mission that we did all the way out here, got off this map. The swamp is kind of like, it's kind of like, if here's the edge of this map, it's kind of like right here somewhere. I kind of got lost. There's also a flower biome kind of south of there somewhere too that I wandered through. So then I came back to base, my inventory was full, came back to base, and I emptied all this stuff into here, so got some pretty good stuff. Also found spruce, grabbed a couple saplings, so we can now make spruce trees if we want. So came back to base, made a new map, and decided to kind of go off this way. Now I've been down this coast before. I've mined a little bit of sand down here at this desert, and I've mined some acacia wood. This is a savanna biome right here. So I started just doing a little boat exploring. I was going around here, and then right here, right there, you can kind of see all those little tan patches and stuff. This is a pretty big village, and it's a village right on the coast. So I went in there, I saved all the villagers, and sort of blocked them up in their houses. So we will be able to go and get some villagers out of that village pretty easily to do some stuff, like maybe build a little trading facility or something in the future. So pretty excited about that. Then I wandered up the coast this way, just exploring along the edge of the map, and somewhere around here I found, I happened to see a dolphin kind of hopping through the water. And I was like, oh, let me check this out. So I got out of my boat and immediately turned around and was shocked to find that, like, I basically jumped in the water on top of a shipwreck. And one thing I've noticed about the shaders is that with the shaders going and the reflections turned on, it's really hard to see sunken ships. So I think I'm going to kind of leave that as is, because it sort of makes it more challenging to find those ships and a little bit more fun when you do. So I managed to get some loot off of that ship, and from there I looked off in the distance, and what did I spy but some strange and alien biome. Really, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's Mushroom Island. So went over there to do a little exploring, and what did I find but another shipwreck. And this one is probably the best shipwreck I've ever found. It's like the complete boat. Nothing's broken off, nothing's, it's pretty amazing. It's probably the first time I've ever found a totally complete ship. It had all three treasure chests in it, got a bunch of loot, and a treasured map. And at this point my inventory was getting a little full, so I decided to try and head home. And along the way I bumped into a drowned with a trident who I thought, well, hey, let's try and fight this guy. It would be awesome if we got an early game trident. But I quickly realized I am no match for a zombie with a trident. I was taking damage left and right, and I just ran for it. I got out of there before I died. And then after that, we went and found the buried treasure and brought all that stuff back home. And so here's what we got on that little trip. So we got the Heart of the Sea, we got 32 iron, a little bit of gold, a bunch of nuggets, a few emeralds, and then, you know, just kind of some of this stuff. Oh, also got some prismarine crystals. That's pretty cool. I don't know what I can do with that. It'd be really awesome if you could get some nether quartz out of these chests, but alas, no. Also some lapis, pretty cool, and some basic food stuffs and things like that. Well, this lead I did not get on this trip. This lead was dropped by this guy. Hey, dolphin. This lead was dropped by this guy as we, I guess when he tried to steal his my boat. I think this guy came untethered. I think they both came untethered, but I only found one lead. So, you know what, considering I have 0 slime, I will take it. gift to me. In fact, if I see more of these guys in the future, I'm probably going to put boats all around them and try and get up to drop their weeds. So anyway, that's what I've been up to so far. Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to show you a couple of things I've been doing around the base. Some little builds to kind of start fleshing out the whole idea of the scouting camp. Yeah, so we've got a few things here. First of all, I no longer have a dirt tower. I now have an actual lookout tower, so I can view along the horizon and see what's going on out there. Which seems to be a whole lot of nothing. That's good, that's good. So here, I'll give you guys a little tour of the new camp upgrades. See what we have here. Of course, we have the capsule that we built last time, and I said I was going to put stuff inside. The only thing I put inside so far is this bed. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Kind of changed this peninsula a little bit. I knocked out, there was an extra layer of dirt here. You can see where these barrels are. That's the height that this was. So I still have this stuff up here. I haven't found a new home for my maps, and this is basically still my treasure chest from when I went exploring a short while ago. I've been playing around with lighting. This is going to be something hard, trying to do a sci-fi kind of based builds and things like that, because so many things in Minecraft are made to look, you know, old-timey. And the lamp is sort of a great example. It's an awesome block. I love it. But for anything modern, it doesn't really work. And of course torches. But torches, yuck. Can't just have those on the ground. I don't like that. So anyway, put some lanterns down just to see how I kind of like that. And then over here, I have added a little cargo pod, just like a miniature version of our capsule lander, as if you know, we were sent here, and not only were we dropped down a little capsule, but there's also some supplies were dropped down. See, the parachute's all nice and folded here on the ground. And you can see this little hatch open. There's supplies inside. Well, there's barrels inside. There's no supplies. We've got one out here. So I think I'm going to do a couple more of these. I kind of like this idea that there are these supply drop pods that are coming down to the camp. You know, maybe our mothership in orbit is giving us whatever supplies we can. And also because these things land in the water, just like our capsule did, I thought, well, hey, maybe we've constructed a crane here, a small miniature crane, to fish them out of the ocean, set them over here on the land where we can unload them. So that's what this is. I know there's like a lot of acacia. You know, I'm sort of viewing the acacia as orange painted metal, because at this scale in Minecraft, it's really difficult because of, if you do everything in full block, it kind of it doesn't look that great, so you end up wanting to use slabs and stairs and things like that, and not all blocks have those variants, so you kind of get forced into certain things. So because this is a mini crane and not like a crane you'd build a skyscraper with, I needed something, and I thought, hey, these fence posts, these look fine, and at a distance, I think if you say, hey, that's orange painted metal, then cool, it works, it kind of works. So I'm going to go with that. And I guess with all these little mini builds where I need something small like this, acacia is probably going to be my go-to. So probably orange will become the color of little construction vehicles and things like that. Any kind of like logistics team stuff that our scouting parties are doing, it's probably going to have that. So yeah, I've got like a little thing here. I haven't put I can't decide whether I want to put a hook kind of thing on the end of this and whatever that might be, or I'm kind of thinking about maybe putting another one of these pods in the water right here as if it's about to fish out another supply pod. So if you guys think that's a good idea, hey, maybe drop me a comment on the video and let me know if you like that idea. Maybe I'll do that next episode. So other things I've been up to here, you can see the cobblestone wall is gone from around my little hole in the ground. The hole in the ground is still there, but basically this is our first local structure that we've built. And I just realized it's missing a block. Look at that, it's missing a stair block on the corner. That's weird. Let's fix that. You know what? I think I took it away for a second so I could hop up there, because you can't actually just hop up on this thing because of how I built it. But I was trying to think of like little like supply bunker kind of things. In fact, I'm gonna throw up some sketches I did, some concept illustration sketches for camp ideas, and you'll see that this bunker was one of the things that that I kind of drew up. And obviously in Minecraft it ends up being a little bit different. The angles are different, and I'm just trying to have to work with just got to work with what I have, you know. That's sort of how it's got to go. But I've got a door on either side. They're metal doors, so this is really also kind of a fallback position. So should it, I don't know, a whole bunch of mobs spawn inside the camp somehow, I can run in here. And I've also kind of put these levers here, so just for convenience, I can leave the doors open if I want, because this gets kind of tedious running in and out of here. And I have just sort of some basic things I need to, as I'm working on the base. This is kind of my current supply chest, you know, that I'm using. If I just need to unload a couple things or whatever, if I need, so I don't have to go downstairs, up and downstairs every time. Speaking of downstairs, so here's the old dirt hole in the ground, and you can hear the chickens. The old chickens are still in their hole, and our little underground base mine. This is all still here. So the other things I've been doing is, obviously I've been thinking about the light. I've been getting some green carpets up and hiding lights underneath the grass here, which at a distance I think looks pretty okay. I think it's fine. The colors are, it's not a perfect match of green, but it's close enough. Also, you can see here I've sort of added some paths around, as if these are the areas that we're running back and forth between. So we're wearing the grass out. Put a little coarse dirt down to kind of just mix it up a little bit. So slowly we're getting this to look like a little camp of some kind. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Well, guys, it finally happened. I found something wonderful. It has begun. Now, I am only going to take 2 of these, because I believe that's what I need for an enchanting table. But I need also a diamond pickaxe to get some obsidian. So that's going to be 3 more. That's the minimum. I'm going to leave the rest here, because I'd much rather get them with fortune. Here, cowsy, cowsy, cow. Here, moo, moo. Moo, moo. Hey guys, welcome back. I have been working on the base and knocking stuff out, and I think we've got a pretty good starting scout camp now. Yeah, it's coming along. So let me show you guys what we have. When last time I checked in with you folks, we had a bunch of torches and lanterns sitting out here, and I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what would be a good way to light the sand other than just popping torches down. So this is what I've done, to put birch trapdoors over top of torches down there like that. So I'm not totally in love with the solution, but I think it's better than having torches and lanterns everywhere. So that's what I did. And no changes on the lookout tower, we still have that. No changes here, we still have these guys. The little supply pod and the crane. However, if we look over here, yep, we have our little command tent thing, or pavilion. It's more of a pavilion than a tent because this is rigid. It's got a decky floor. You can kind of see under there. It's supported off the ground. So I've moved the maps over here, and we'll keep expanding this. We got plenty of room to expand, at least for the super near term. I'll eventually need kind of probably a big map room, but this will do for now. A little cartography table here, a little works table, a little workstation. You know, gonna have my lunch here, and yeah. So I kind of like that. The other thing that I got up to is you can see there's lots of green carpets around. I've really tried to eliminate the torch spam, at least in this area. I'm trying to get one area kind of done. There's still a few around, like you can see on that beach there. I haven't done the beach. But if we go through these couple of trees that I left up, I kind of got these in here. As far as I know, there's not really any mobs spawning. So over here in the camp we have, I can't remember if I showed this before, but we have animal pens. So I have gone and captured some cows. Hey, what are you guys doing? What the heck? That's not cool, little guys. I didn't know those guys could get over top of that like that. That's not cool. Come on up. Come on in. There you go. Okay, now I gotta get out of here. Ugh, crazy. Little baby cows can jump up on that. I had no idea. Huh, who knew? Alright, so anyway, yeah. So we're collecting cows because we have diamonds, and because we have diamonds, we are making an enchanting table. That's right. And of course, what do we need cows for but leather? We need leather for books and books for enchanting. So this is a long road to hoe. Gotta get a lot of books. I think right now I have 2 bookshelves just from the initial cows that I've been slaughtering for their leather. And then the last thing that I've put up is right over here. Oh, I set this stuff up too, just kind of doing like little details of little supply chests around the camp and stuff like that. Another reason that I put this here is so I can hop up on top of this bunker, because I found that this bunker is a good place to kind of look at stuff. Like, look at that. There's our little, there's this stuff, there's our little command pavilion, and I have built another thing. I built us a radar dish to communicate with the colony in space, or whoever's up there, the mothership. We're communicating with the mothership. Ugh. Exciting. Very exciting. So anyway, yeah. Let me. You know what? Let's go over to the old observation tower and do a little observing. So here you can really get a sense for the camp coming together. It's kind of a big radar dish now that I look at it. I went back and forth with how big to make this thing. If it's too small, it doesn't really look like a radar dish. It just looks like some blocks haphazardly thrown together. So it's coming together. We got a little supply thing here. We got our crane to pull the supply pods out of the water, our little bunker to go down to the mines, command pavilion. I'm gonna put a couple more things here, but probably that will happen next episode, like maybe a little science center, or maybe the food area. I don't know, or maybe some personnel tents where they can, where the personnel who live in this camp can maybe have their little personal places to sleep, I guess. I don't know. I mean, there's already a bed in the bunker, but maybe that's just for the commander. I'm sort of imagining that this is maybe a multi-person camp. Like maybe 2 or 3 people came down in the original capsule. I don't know. So it's coming together. Hope you guys are liking it. This has been not really any one big build this episode, but sort of a bunch of little ones, and the little ones will continue. We're basically going to fill this camp up with little tiny vignettes of imagination. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're liking where the series is going. Having fun building, barely hanging on to enough supplies. We're just getting by. I actually had to go mining for enough diorite to actually build the radar dish. Like, I didn't just have it from normal mining. I had to go get some diorite. Who mines diorite on purpose? Jeez. Well, guys, like I said, thanks for watching this this series, and feel free to tune in. You can catch up with me on YouTube. Please feel free to like and comment on this video. I do appreciate the comments, especially. And also feel free to stop by on Twitch, because I do live stream some of this, some of the grindier sort of bits of getting these episodes together. So feel free to come on by. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks. Guys, this one goes out to my biggest fan of these Minecraft videos, Derek. This one is for you. Excitement! Oh, I threw it on the floor. No!